the second time, being towed down by rider RWWA. With the light on, the field stands the first of 9 on Ted Day. They're ready. Gate Spring, they're off and they're racing. Castle Road missed it by a length or so, and Salve Regina actually won the start. Castle Road, though, accelerating and will at the end of 150 drive through and take control. So Staples now takes Castle Road to a clear lead over Salve Regina. Golden Opera's up running third, being followed then by London's Rascal. The last pair, Kerry Commander, back in company with True Fiction as they head along by the 550, and Castle Road being allowed to run. Split the field right open. Races 4 in front. Salve Regina, Golden Opera third. The rail a long way back. Kerry Commander giving it away is London's Rascal at the top of the home straight. Followed further back True Fiction. Castle Road led them by the 200 though. Still out by 3 lengths. Salve Regina, Golden Opera. That'll be the trifecta. Castle Road well clear. Just giving a little reminder to keep his mind on the job at hand, and he's going to come away and make it 2 out of 2 and scores a predictable win in the first. Castle Road beat home Golden Opera. Salve Regina a long way back to True Fiction finishing 4th, and Kerry Commander, and tailing out to run a distant last is London's Rascal. Never in doubt, Castle Road. All roads to the winner's circle for Castle Road. Paul Jordan, Craig Staples. Very sharp jump run 2-year-old by Safeguard from Clare Castle, who's now produced, I think in total, 8 individual 2-year-old winners. Phenomenal produce record in this Thoroughbred Breeders WA Platinum Plate, beating home the newcomer Golden Opera, and Salve Regina was third, a distant 4th True Fiction. Owned by Laura Jordan, Paul Van Lowenhout, Mrs. J.D. Bond, Magumba Park, managed by Cole Brown, C. Hannigan, Gary Dickey, D. Della Rocca, P.J. Kirby, Lorraine Atherton, B. and G.M. Downey, T.J. Morley, Dave Harding, A. Carver, Craig Staples there, getting an armchair ride there on Castle Road. He just looks a beast of a 2-year-old and has won by 3 3/4. Just given a little stoke up at the 200 there, and he found another gear. A short neck second and third. They ran 58.10 and they peeled off a 34.21 last 600. 58.1 and 34.28. Castle Road 2 for 2. Looks very, very promising. Race 2, the Own the Dream maiden at 9:37. The amended time 1400 for the next event. 2 Biondo comes out. Emergency Pilbara Song gaining a start, and Kesh Duran is the rider of Pilbara Song in the second event. We'll take you down now to the yard. Always nice to see an exciting 2-year-old in full flight, and he's got one of those sweet actions, this fellow. He's thoroughly professional, and he looks set to give his connections a great ride in this first season of racing.
Exciting when he dons those famous colours. Paul Jordan, he's out the back. I saw him earlier this morning. He seemed very, very cool, calm and relaxed ahead of the second run of Castle Road. And I'll make my way over towards his better half in Laura Jordan. Laura, congratulations on the win. I'll catch up with Colin Brown in a moment, but gee, this horse, he looks very, very impressive.
Yeah. Oh, we're really happy with him. He pulled up really well after his last race, and yeah, he's been working terrific. So yeah, he's fabulous. We love him.
Before we head to Colin Brown, what's he like as an owner? He looks like quite a nervous owner on race day.
He's as good as gold.
As good as gold. Okay, I'll make my way over towards him. This is a nice little segue. Colin, congratulations on the win. Great thrill once again. You've had so much fun with this mare, and she continues to produce.
She really does. She's, she's a horse we'll have for life, and we've had for life. Fee and I saw her when Paul bought her as a yearling here, and so we've known her forever. And she does. She keeps on producing, and this one could be just a bit special.
He's 2 from 2 now. I know Paul's out the back. What do you think he has planned for him moving forward?
You know Paul well enough for me not to tell you what Paul's going to do. So yeah, we'll have a chat. I think he's a horse that's got some real scope. He's not one of these that you just need to make, go run and earn your bank. I think there's a bit more. I think Paul's seen that from the early stages with him. So yeah, it'll be a good journey to be on.
His debut run, he wanted to do a few things wrong. He hung around that turn, but today he looked to be ultra professional.
Yeah, Paul said this morning that he'd taken a lot from the first run. You know, he is, and a lot of the safeguards are, you know, they work with you, they are super professional, and whatever level they are as a horse, they give you that plus. You know, they always try.
Always a special win winning this race as well. Obviously, you've been instrumental with the thoroughbred breeders.
It's really nice. You know, the prize money is good. So, what does Paul always say? There's nothing better than winning. So, yeah.
Where to now for you? Bar, coffee machine, what's next?
Can you believe we're booked into the breeders' function? So, but Fee and I drove in to see the race. We've now got to drive home and get in a limo with the staff and come back for the 11 o'clock. So, yeah, I might take a beer with me though.
It's tough for some. Well done.
Thank you very much, Lucky.
There's Colin Brown after the win of Castle Road, and as we were touching upon, Scott, this mare has just been an absolute marvel. And as Colin touched upon, this one might just be the most special of them all.
Exactly right, Lockie. And one of the part owners there, Gary Dickey, too, did answer our question before of whether they go to the winner's bar and get a coffee or a beer. And he said, I've already had one on the drive in. So that answers the question there. There'll be plenty of people here, even though we are racing just after 9 a.m, that are happy to get involved and knock the froth off one nice and early. But 3 3/4, the official margin there. Pays $1.10 and $1.04. So extremely short, but again, very impressive.
The pricker went out on the offside of Castle Road, and clearly that's paid dividends, that small little gear change, because he was ultra professional today, and as Colin touched upon, it appeared as though he took out plenty from that debut win.
And we'll have a chat to Craig Staples as well and just get his views on whether or not this horse took a little bit more out of the experience, or whether or not the gear change was the bigger difference in him railing a little bit better here today. And then we'll get an indication from Craig Staples as well as to what would have happened if that horse had got crossed in the early stages, because Salve Regina was very, very quick out of the gates. Bullet Staples joins us now. Craig, well, straight to the front and too quick for him again.
Yeah, I don't have much control. He's a bit of a free runner. Like I said, he's very flighty. My wife still rides him every day. I haven't ridden him since I won on him. And he likes to run, and you can see that. I'm just a passenger at the moment.
I'll pose you a hypothetical. If Lucky's horse had crossed you in the first couple of 100 metres, it was never going to happen, but if it did, how would he go if he got crossed?
I got no idea, because I don't put the bit in his mouth. You see, he actually got going faster when I tried to make him relax. And even on the turn last start, when he wanted to run off, I tried to pull him in and he actually ran out more. So today was all about just giving him more rein. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when he is behind one. But I've got to say, his manners before the race and after the race were 10 times better today. So I'm hoping that the manners in the race will get better. Even though he's winning, to be real good, you've got to do things right mid-race too.
And the little changes that someone like Paul can make with the bubble cheeker going on today helps as well?
Yeah, a little bit. It's just to stop the bit getting pulled through his mouth, because he doesn't react, and he has got a bit of a little cut on both sides. Like I said, but the main ambition here was to stay off his mouth.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There's Craig Staples combining with Paul Jordan once again. We've seen it happen so many times over the years in those famous colours. But it's Castle Road taking out the opener here at Ascot. He's 2 from 2, and he looks like a really exciting horse. On the other side of the break, we'll be taking a look at a Marble Bar feature story from the morning show.